what do you do first? Should you do RC first or should you do quantitative aptitude and LR first? Why not RC? RC first? The problem with RC is that clearly tells me you never looked at a prelims ka question paper, specifically CSAT, and looked at an RC component of it. The problem with RC is when you look at civil services ka RC, it is so closely spaced that you would want to read the passage again and again to make sure that you got the question right. And especially if your strategy was to only rely on RC, in which case you do not want to get them wrong. तुम दो बार एक चीज को पढ़ोगे. Right? What will that do is that it will leave very, very little time for you to focus on quantitative aptitude and LR. Now with RC, one more problem is, regardless of whether you attempted all questions or not, right? Almost all coaching institutes differ in their keys also. And you would find 5 से 6 questions across coaching institutes. सब लोग कोई इसका आंसर एक बताता, कोई इसका आंसर दूसरा बताता. That's how subjective it is. Right, now if you come back home doing only RCs or RCs predominantly, and then you find out कि एक की के हिसाब से तुम्हारे 23 करेक्ट हैं, एक की के हिसाब से तुम्हारे 27 करेक्ट हैं, right, then you will be left hanging कि तुम पास हो रहे हो कि नहीं हो रहे हो, right? And you only get 3 महीने between your CSAT and your mains, right? If you lose around 15-20 days only on this, in this panic कि मेरा clear हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, what will you be preparing for mains में, right? So your strategy cannot be that. Your strategy first has to be do LR and quantitative aptitude first. Do them first, right? Select some amount of time, maybe around, I would recommend somewhere around 40 to 50 minutes, right? And in a clearly time bound manner, कि 50 मिनट में जितने होते हैं, right? Once I'm done with this, I will move to the RC section. Because RC, regardless of whether you're good or not, you will attempt all. RC तो आपको सारे के सारे अटेम्प्ट करने ही हैं, करते ही हैं, right? Try to get at least 20 questions right here, right? अब 56 में से या 54 में से 20 क्वेश्चन राइट करना is not a big deal, right? It's really not a big deal. You need to understand which areas you are good at, which areas you are very comfortable with, right? You need to be prepared to an extent where you can look at a question and tell कि ये तो किया करा है, ये मुझे आ जाएगा. Right, select those questions first, which is to say, even if you're unprepared, right, out of these 54 odd questions, there will be 8 to 10 questions which you can do anyway, right? The trick is to know exactly which questions those are, and that takes practice. If you think somehow you will magically land up in CSAT and उस दिन तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा ये question तो मैं कर लूँगा, that's not going to happen, right? You will require practice, right? I'm not going to tell you कि 15 से 20 ही सही करना चाहिए. I would want you to get all of them right, because these are all doable questions. All of them are, right? But if you get somewhere around 20 odd questions right, that means you're already scored around 50, right? 50 in 50 minutes. Then you have to score another 20 odd, 17-20. That you can do. कितना भी RC खराब कर लोगे 17 नंबर आ जाएंगे, right? The surety that comes with LR, the surety that comes with quantitative aptitude, you will never get with RC. You will never get that with RC, right? Now, between quantitative aptitude and LR, there will be topics that you are maybe fond of, right? That you do not fear so much. डर नहीं लगता होगा, right? Try to at least get them right. I'm speaking to one of the candidates amongst you who are terrible at maths, and some of you will be, right? There will still be certain topics, right, which you can do anyway. Right, which you not, maybe a lot of you would fear probability or permutation combination, right? Some of you may fear that. How do you change the color though? Setting कहाँ पर है? इसमें add में कुछ नहीं होता. I don't know how to change the color. Why do you want to change the color, yaar? Huh? List. All right. कुछ भी चला दूं? चलेगा? Let's see. मतलब आलतू फालतू काम बोल दो सारे करने के लिए, right? Where was I? I'm telling you, like, in fact, within quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, there are topics which you will be good at. कुछ ना कुछ topics ऐसे होंगे that you will figure out on your own, right? थोड़ी बहुत practice, right? First thing you have to do, which are the most commonly asked topics? For example, if you talk about quantitative aptitude, QA में सबसे commonly asked topics कौन से हैं? There will be number systems, averages, right? Ratios and proportions. आजकल तो probability, PNC, permutations and combinations, right? These are the most commonly asked topics. Now, amongst the most commonly asked topics, if you look at probability, permutation and combination. Now, if you are somebody who is math poor, जिसको नहीं समझ में आती, तो I don't recommend you to start with the probability and permutation and combination, but you can almost always ace this one. It only takes practice to get better at number systems. It only takes practice to get better at averages. It takes practice to get better at ratios and proportions. In fact, time and work too, for that matter. Right? When you say practice, what does it mean? Right? You will find maths mein there will be all kinds of questions. There will be questions which are easy. There will be questions which are moderate. There will be questions which are supremely difficult, very, very difficult to do. Right? Now, across, if you are somebody who's poor at mathematics, you need to get at least the level of difficulty 1 type of questions right, which is the easy questions. If there are easy questions coming from these topics, you do not want to get them wrong. Right? You should be at least that prepared. Ideally speaking, what is the level that UPSC expects out of you? Right? I've taken CAT. How many of you have taken CAT previously? किसी ने CAT लिखा? Nobody has taken CAT? None of you? Not a single engineer in the house? Right? When you look at CAT, in CAT, the game is to be able to pick कौन से questions करने हैं. Out of 30 odd, you have to, if you do 12, 13 odd, you are almost 99 percentile. Right? That's the game. When you look at UPSC, what is the level of difficulty with UPSC? What level of difficulty questions who do they ask you? They ask you somewhere between, this is the level of difficulty that they're expecting you, SBI PO. Right? This is the level of difficulty that they ask you in quantitative aptitude when you speak of UPSC. Now, you do not have to do CAT questions. You have to do something which is banking. Banking may be SBI. SBI ka quantitative aptitude ka question paper is acha. It's nice, right? So this is the level of difficulty that you are aiming at, which is to say, if somebody who has taken CAT, somebody would look at these questions, they will feel that these are easy to moderate questions. जो SBI PO में पूछे जाते हैं, easy to moderate questions, right? Moderate तक आपको जाना है. In those topics where you find it extremely difficult, जैसे तुम हो सकता है कि if you are very poor with probability, permutation and combinations, यहाँ पर you only aim at easy, right? If you are very poor with them. If you are not so poor, right, first start with easy, then migrate to moderate questions. Right? This should be your approach. Once you are very comfortable with moderate questions, maybe pick a few hard questions, not a lot, right? This helps you build confidence. With maths, the first thing is confidence, right? Knowing that I can do this, right? Most of you do not have that confidence, I know, right? How do you build that confidence? You come to a class, you understand topics, right? And you practice. You practice starting with an easy question, then you migrate to moderate questions, then you migrate to difficult questions. You do not start with difficult questions to begin with if you are not great at maths. See the difficult questions, mat attempt karo. Because if you get that wrong, then it will set a bias in your head that you are poor at it. Right? Don't do that. Start with easy, then move to moderate. In fact, for civil services aptitude, moderate is good enough. More than good enough, rather. Right? And if you have some time remaining, maybe migrate to a hard level question. Right? The strategy has to be in areas which are most commonly asked. At least I can solve the easy questions. Right? Amongst various questions that they ask you, various topics, there will be certain topics which will be areas of your strength. In areas of your strength, you have to do at least moderate difficulty questions, right? At least them, right? Just for example, if I tell you about LR, the kind of topics which will take up in LR are logical reasoning. What will we take? We will take, first we'll start with cubes and dice. Then we will do calendars and clocks. Then I would want to do arrangements. Then syllogism. Then we will do blood relations. Then we will do series and codes. right? And then we'll do puzzles if time permits us, right? We want to start somewhere here. अरे इसको लिखने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. In the next coming days you will be doing this only ना. Listen to me first. क्या notes बना रहे हो सबसे पहले? इसमें definitions कुछ नहीं है. इसमें only application. I don't make notes. Just understand. When you look at all of these topics, right? इसमें से मैं खुद बता दूंगा तुम्हें easy कौन कौन से हैं. Cubes and dice, supremely easy. Right? Calendars, supremely easy. Right? If you talk about blood relations, supremely easy. Series and codes, puzzles, arrangements is something which is normally easy, but it can take you a lot of time sometimes. Right? Syllogism, I will make sure that you do no question wrong. Right? तीन तो मैं तुम्हें clearly बता दूंगा बहुत ही easy. What that means is if a question appears from any of these topics, you don't get them wrong. वो wrong मत कर देना. Right? Arrangement में problem क्या है कि it can take you time. Although it's also pretty easy, but it takes you time sometimes. So you can get stuck somewhere. Right? When you speak about series and codes, with series and codes, sometimes you pick that pattern quickly and sometimes you just don't. It's not to say that these are not doable questions. They are pretty doable questions, but in a certain time frame, it can be tricky. Right? Now about puzzles, once again, the same thing, counting, वो सब. It can take you time sometimes, but I can tell you for a fact कि ये चारों के चारों, right? These are all very, very doable topics. Right? What's the difference between quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning? फर्क क्या? Calculation is not, no, there is calculation. You'll only have to do basic arithmetic. Right? बिल्कुल basic arithmetic है. It's logical reasoning essentially is a sister concern of quantitative aptitude only. Right? There will be no complicated formulae, नहीं होंगे. Right? You will only have to apply logic to an extent from where सिर्फ basic arithmetic करनी है, which is say plus, minus, division, subtraction. Basically subtraction minus हो गया. Same चीज़ है. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That's it. And that is logical reasoning. I will make sure that you come to a point where you find none, at least moderate level of difficulty questions, you do not find them difficult at all. Now with logical reasoning, the weightage has been in the previous years. Sometimes you found questions, in fact 24 questions भी पूछे एक बारी, right? Sometimes you found questions which were 10, in fact last year, इसी साल के पेपर में बहुत कम पूछे हैं logical reasoning, right? Maybe around 10, 12 odd. अब nobody can predict what they will ask you next year. Right? They may ask you 15, 20, they may ask you 24, they may ask you 26. There is no control there, right? But expect, if nothing, 15 से 18 के बीच में, you can expect questions here. Right? This is a safe range to take. Now 15 से 18 question में, after these classes, we will be sure that you get at least 10, 12 of them right. Right? I'm talking about somebody who's really poor at logical reasoning. They should also get 10 to 12 questions right. Right? The kind of surety that quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning gives you, right? When you come back after the exam, you know that question is right or wrong. Right? There is no subjectivity involved there. If you somehow manage to score, in fact, I tell people to clear cutoff in the first 50 minutes only. You will only be sure if you are good at quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, but at least try to score 50, 60 there. 50 से 60 नंबर वहीं ले आओ, उसके बाद RC कितना भी complicated आ जाए, 7-8 नंबर तो जोड़ ही दोगे. Right? That's not a problem. Right? First thing, pick out questions. Do in a very time limited format, do quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning. 1 minute extra nahi. If you are deciding that I will give only 50 minutes to LR and quantitative aptitude, not a single minute more than that. Right? Once you are done with quantitative aptitude and LR, you see kitne questions kiye, and then you do all RCs. Right? You ideally should be able to get through. Anybody who had done RC this time in this paper, only RC to begin with, अगर RC ही complete कर लिया था किसी ना किसी ने, right? They would have been easily able to clear the cutoff. Right? 2-3 questions थोड़े से dicey थे, उसके अलावा सारे questions were very, very doable. Right? What people do is they get a question paper, वो पहले question start करते हैं attempt करना. Now first question may be quantitative aptitude, the next question could be LR, the next question could be RC. You don't know. Right? Then your mind keeps fluctuating between quantitative aptitude, LR and verbal, then quantitative aptitude, then LR, verbal, right? You don't want that situation happening. With RC, the problem is it can take you a lot of time, especially if you're relying completely on RC, right? So do it in a time-bound manner. If you give yourself only 1 hour, 10 minutes to do RCs, 26 passages, and normally now they ask you very small passages. You can read them all, not a problem. 1 hour, 10 minutes, right? But that will never give you the surety, whether you will clear this or not. And so you have to have some strategy for quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning too. I don't know how good you are with quantitative aptitude to begin with, but for logical reasoning, it's my responsibility at least to get you to a level where you do not fear questions. Right? The first topic we will begin with is cubes and dices.